Tonight, we begin with the aftermath of deadly severe weather that produced tornadoes, heavy rain, and strong winds. Today was all about cleanup, and for neighbors who will need weeks and months to repair the damage, some of their lives are changed forever. Here's the latest developments tonight. The National Weather Service has confirmed at least 8 tornadoes touched down overnight in central Ohio. An EF2 tornado near Orchard Island in Logan County became the same tornado that passed through Lakeview as an EF3. The sheriff's office says that tornado killed at least 3 people, injured dozens of others, and left hundreds of buildings damaged. Earlier today, Governor Mike DeWine toured the damage in the area near Indian Lake, and he expressed condolences and praised the strength of the residents now working to recover.
It goes out to all the families that are trying to put things back together, and certainly for those who have been injured and those who have died.
And now we are getting a better look at just how the community in Logan County is coming together to help each other as crews continue to search the area. Our Isabel Lawrence was on the ground earlier today.
It has been a busy day of cleanup here in Lakeview in Logan County after last night's storms ripped through the area, flipping whole neighborhoods inside out. The county sheriff confirming today 3 people have died due to the storms. Crews were on the ground overnight conducting search and rescue missions, and we're back out today rechecking areas and getting into the places they couldn't access last night due to downed trees and gas leaks. The community here has come together to help any way they can, starting this resource and donation center at Indian Lake High School. The gym filled with clothing, toiletries, even toys for children. People from the community and beyond lending a hand.
As soon as we saw it, we got to help. We got to go up there and help, so.
To see the outpouring is amazing. It gives you chills. I walked in and seen my best friend, and I didn't expect to see her here because she told me last night she was okay.
If you want to help or if you know someone who needs help, again, Indian Lake High School is being used as a resource center. They are collecting donations. They say right now they need things like batteries, toiletries, garbage bags, those kinds of essential items. In Lakeview tonight, Isabel Lawrence, 3 News.
Isabel, thanks. Another area hit hard by the storms, Richland County. And tonight, the reality of the situation for many neighbors is starting to sink in. Neil Fisher has the latest from Plymouth Township.
On Thursday, the siren sounded. Jenny Beveridge and her family in Plymouth ran to their basement just minutes before an EF2 tornado tore through their home.
So we got down on the ground and covered up the girls. We shielded them with our bodies and scared, afraid we was going to die. I just prayed the entire time.
Those prayers answered. Her family and their livestock safe. Meanwhile, their roof, barn, camper, and so much of their property damaged or completely destroyed.
We've lost some roof. Our wraparound porch is gone. All of our trees are pretty much gone. We had a wood shed and a wood burner. The wood shed's completely gone. Our barn's completely destroyed.
Their village now coming together to help clean up.
Hopefully it won't take too long, but we'll probably be picking up pieces for a while.
The Richland and Crawford County EMA directors say just a few houses were damaged as the tornado traveled more than 10 miles. Luckily, no one was injured, a miracle given the damage.
If you think of something a football field wide rolling across your property with 120-mile-an-hour winds, it took things in every direction. What it looks like on the trees for us is like they were put in a blender.
Officials now sounding the alarm ahead of the next warning.
Be prepared, pay attention to. You really can't just ignore it or think it's going to happen somewhere else because it's happened right here.
Residents in Plymouth told me they couldn't believe the tornado destroyed their property. Fortunately, everyone in the area is safe. They tell us the focus this weekend will be on repairing what they can. Matt, it's important to note that everyone in that area got to their safe spot when the warning came out.
Really incredible, actually. You don't hear about any injuries after seeing all that video.
It's good to hear.
So, yeah. Okay, Neil, thanks. Well, after all the severe weather, a calmer weekend would, of course, be welcome news. And meteorologist Anthony Copeland is here now with the first look and hopefully to deliver that news.
Yeah, more calmer conditions on the way for your Saturday, but let's just do a quick recap of what happened over the past 24 hours for the Buckeye State. Again, we now confirmed 8 tornadoes, 17 reports of damaging wind, 12 reports of significant size hail inside of Northeast Ohio proper. We've already recorded that 1 tornado out in Richland County, 2 reports of wind, and just 5 reports of hail. And going into this forecast, if you remember, if you was tuning in and keeping updates throughout Thursday, we were under just a marginal risk of severe storms. This is just a marginal risk setup, just an isolated event. Unfortunately, it did produce a tornado that produced a lot of damage out to the west of us. And we did have a few reports of hail, but folks, we have those outlooks in place for a reason. Yes, a marginal, very low wind, isolated threat, but this tornado could have been 50 miles to the east. Completely different story. So outlooks turn into watches, turn into warnings, and unfortunately, we do have confirmed tornadoes and severe weather that unfolded for us yesterday evening. Right now, things are calmer and things are a little bit more clear when it comes to the skies above, but temperatures are really chilly out there. 36 degrees from the county airport, 39 from Elyria, lower 40s in Worcester. We're also looking at 37 degrees out in Akron. So clearing skies is trending for us. So any cleanup for your Saturday, we're looking good. I'm tracking sunny skies, but up to the north, we're tracking another clipper system that will give us our next best chance of rain, then rain changing over to lake effect snow. I'll time it out for you coming up in your weekend forecast.
Just in time for the weekend. Okay, thanks, Anthony.
For sure.